is it about motorcycles that make us feel so attached to them? Is it the amount of trust that you have to have in a machine? Is it that after thousands of miles, you have shared memories, or that you know all of its characteristics and quirks? Is it possible for the soul to bond with a machine? They say 4 wheels moves the body, but 2 wheels moves the soul. I think we develop such a bond to these machines because of what they represent. Therapy, adventure, friendship, camaraderie, so many other things. They push us outside of our comfort zones into the unknown, force us to be vigilant and pay attention to nothing else, be present and in the moment, which is actually similar to meditation. While some of the places they take us might just be to lunch or to work or to the post office and back, it always seems like an adventure. Aside from announcing that we were opening a motorcycle shop, this is one of the larger announcements that I know you all are going to love. I've kept this project secret from you all for about 2 years. We kept it under a blue moving pad in my home garage for a period of time, and I said it looked like a blue elephant. Not wanting to name it that, you guys latched on to me saying that and have continually asked, where's the blue elephant? I put this project on hold because I didn't have the environment to be able to focus on it and give it the attention that it deserves. But with us having recently opened up the Blockhead garage, we now have the place, and while we're already incredibly busy with projects, we'll manage to find the time because the blue elephant deserves it. This project represents a huge part of my motorcycle journey, and I hope you all are as excited about it as I am.
Buddy, look at that. Wow, from the handlebars, that's a little sketch. I've seen better days.
Alright guys, so you all have seen footage of the bike. I've been busy as hell all day, so I actually paid Eric and the guys to go pick it up. It is behind this door. I have not seen it in person yet. We're gonna go see what it looks like. Get my first reaction. Holy shit, here we go. Let's do an overview of my 2017 Harley-Davidson Dyna Lowrider S. So the air cleaner is a Roland Sands design turbine air cleaner, Bassani radial sweepers, exhaust setup. We also have this grill, which just kind of bronze it out. Dude, having 6 gears is so nice. The power, like the torque and the delivery of all that power to the bike was just really amazing to me. After much back and forth, I have decided to go ahead and sell my 2017 Dyna Lowrider S. What? Oh my god, guys, she is back. Holy shit. Look at this. Wow, I'm just kind of speechless right now. I can't even believe this thing is back in my garage. But there she is. It's gonna be quite the project. Damn, that old gold front piece. All right. All right, guys, there she is.
Yep. Is that what you wanted?
That was a good one. You're like another project.
Or here, you want to try it again? How many times can we do this? Try it one time.
All right, guys, there it is.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
As of right now, the bike is considered totaled based on how much damage there is. Whenever we did get it originally, Eric did try to start it.
This is my favorite part, and you guys will see in the other video that some things just aren't connected anymore.
So yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and do a walk around and look at everything because it is in pretty bad shape. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's in really bad shape. It's not rideable at this point, mainly for the fact that so we put the rebar in there. That was Wes's idea. Shout out to Wes. Put the rebar in there so that it would we'd actually be able to use the bars and turn it. But otherwise, the fork right here is totally snapped, and it moves independently of the lower tree. So that is one thing. The fender's dunzos, cracked, rusting. Rotors are rusting, but that's normal. We got the fairing, which is pretty scuffed up. So it fell on the right side, clearly. And it was underneath, I want to say a Ford Explorer, I'm pretty sure. So that's what snapped this. Turn signal, throttle tube broken here, this broken. These actually surprisingly still light up, even though there's an LED missing on one of the Rogue Rider ones. Obviously the rolling sand, it landed on this. This supported most of the weight of it. And you know, surprisingly it didn't break at the bolts or anything like that, which...
It didn't even dent your tank, which is amazing.
Isn't that right?
I don't even...
There's like a little tiny, but I expected way more.
I just realized that. But yeah.
As per it being underneath a Ford Explorer, I expected much worse for the tank. Pipes are pretty banged up, rusted.
Those bolts are still in there though, at least they stayed. That's important.
Yeah, so the foot peg and the controls are gone, the brake is gone, but part of the brake linkage is still there, but the bolts are still in. This pipe does look like it's bent right here. Battery cover missing. Obviously this is all kind of scratched up. Signal on the back scratched up, hasn't gone, or the cover gone. That surprisingly looks still intact though. Nothing too crazy on the back. Just got some rust spots where it got scratched up. The casing here, I'm not really sure like if it...
from the truck.
Yeah, if it's tipped that way, it's like I guess where it hit and went up. And then probably hit here and pushed it over.
I'm sure.
The love jugs,
they are no longer loving.
No, whenever it hit, I would assume, love jugs basically like hit into the fins, the cooling fins, and pretty much tore those off. So it just means we need a new top end. Is a good excuse, I guess, for a big bore kit.
Yeah. You got a nice little imprint on this one.
Yeah. Shift lever bent. These are all rusted out like crazy.
One bolt's broken off of that one too.
Oh, nice.
There's still one in the frame. So they're both there, just half of that one's missing.
You know, just an important half. Badge off. Like I just ripped the badge off. No dents or anything. I mean, there's some scratches here on the tank. This grip is totally missing somehow. Lever snapped off. Signals also cover gone, popped out. Scratches, road rash, all that stuff on this side. And then we just got that extra piece of rebar, you know, kind of holding that right fork together.
That's a new addition. I think we should keep it no matter what we do.
That's very steampunk. So backstory, I hadn't planned on working on this thing for about another year or so until we got some other things in order. And so that's why a while back, whenever you guys would ask about the Blue Elephant, I would say we're not talking about the Blue Elephant because it was so far out in the future. Coincidentally enough, I ended up seeing the Blue Elephant little figurine in your office. It was just kind of like one of those things that Laurel always says, like the universe is like speaking to you, you know? I just thought it was weird that we say Blue Elephant and then yeah, universe talk. Yeah, I mean, you basically were saying like, when do you plan on working on that? Like, bring it up here. I hadn't planned on working on it for a while, but as per Chris, the opportunity is kind of been moved up quite a bit. So it's thanks to Chris that we're able to even focus our attention on this at all. So appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, also, I don't know, you guys be sure to go follow him. I don't think I've said that yet. Instagram right there, and go hit him up, give him a follow. He posts up some really good videos and posts and all that stuff. You guys know whenever I originally had this bike, I got rid of it because I didn't want to take away from it being a lowrider S. 2-year production bike, limited run, last of the Dynas, and so that's why I sold it, so that somebody would have it that would appreciate it for what it is. However, now it's totaled and I can do whatever I want to it because it is no longer like that, you know, it's still a Dyna Lowrider S, but it's in great need of repair and to be brought back to life. And so the ideas right now are we can go any direction that we want with it. I'm not going club style, so let's just totally wipe that one off the table. We did club style with the Softail Lowrider S, Goldzilla. We're making that one an absolute beast. And so we're looking to do something different with this. I really loved the look of my Sportster back in the day, my Iron 883. And so I was kind of wanting to emulate that, where the highest point on the bike was basically the top of the triple tree. We're talking clip-ons or really low drag bars, a really nice clean line to the bike. You guys know that's what I was originally going for. I put the Burley slammers on it. I got a lot of shit about that, but I just really wanted to close that fender gap and for it to have like a nice clean line. I put a Roland Sands diamond stitch seat on it that just really kind of complemented the bike. We're coming back around to it, and I think maybe raking it out just a little bit, dropping it, maybe a fatter tire, exposing that tire a bit, chopping the fender, and getting it to be kind of like drag inspired. And then we're gonna perform, like, obviously, like throw performance modifications onto it. So my thing is, we've got Goldzilla. Should we make the counterpart, or like the nemesis of Goldzilla, and make Mecha Goldzilla? Which direction do you guys think we should go with this bike? Because it's pretty much a blank slate. We're gonna take it down to frame, right? Yep. So, I mean,
again, real quick, no club bike.
No club style on this bike. Everybody else has done that to the dyno. We're not gonna go that route. We wanna do something different. So you guys drop your comments down below. Let us know what you think. What would you maybe possibly want to see this as? I'm thinking low and lean and mean.
I'm excited to see what you do, how this goes, what it evolves into, because it seems like no matter what we do, no matter what we do, it never ends the way we started.
True.
It evolves and it grows during the process.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on taking some parts off of the bike. I just wanna document this real quick and let you guys know how rare this is. Chris is showing me where the stuff is in his toolbox. Mechanics do not usually do that. They don't share tools, so I appreciate you.
Teamwork. There it is. There it goes. Hey! Pull it out, throw it in the trash.
It's a good starter. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeet.
Yeet. Ready? Double snap. 1, 3, 4. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Just like that.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the reveal on the OG Dyna, the Blue Elephant, as we've been calling it. It's been under a blue tarp for a really long time. Whenever it was actually a roller, it's no longer a roller. So we've got engine, transmission here, frame over there, front end, swing arm, tire, all the parts. Actually, let me cut to that real quick. I'll show you guys. I took all the parts out of the crate. So this is the OG Dyna shelf. So we've got the fender, the exhaust. What were you saying earlier about a bike? I was saying, oh, this thing's fucked. And you're like, it's not fucked. It's like, this is beat up. And I was like, yeah, you said that one over there in the corner is fucked. This one is, agreed. This one is very fucked. All the parts here, fender, you got the gas tank, you got the wiring harness, you got a bunch of extra parts in there. It's pretty much as torn down as a bike can be.
Yeah, there's the rest of it.
Broken forks. Those are, yeah. The fender's bent a little bit as well. But the frame's good. Frame checks out.
Frame's solid. And
then the swing arm, that's good too. Although we might go upgraded swing arm. Yeah, guys, that's the second Harley-Davidson that I ever owned. It was the FX DLS, or the Dyna Lowrider S. Fins are gnarly, as you guys saw in the B-roll. So this is actually the bike that I traded my Iron 883 for. So we had a couple ideas in terms of how to build this thing out. I don't think anything's like settled yet. We were
talking chopper. That was kind of where we were at one point. But
I feel like we're really going the chopper out for everything.
Kind of.
So
we just want to do a chopper.
Yeah, we want to do a pretty cool chopper.
Whichever one comes up.
And this would be the perfect like baseline for it. you know, being V-twin, drivetrain's all there. We've got a frame that we can chop. I don't know that I'm super set on that though.
You said Mecha Goldzilla. That's what the last conversation about this was. Do you remember that?
I do remember. Yeah, we actually had like a build sheet that we wrote everything down. With that one, we were talking about just keeping it naturally aspirated, and then the idea in turning this one into Mecha Goldzilla was having it forced induction, which supercharged, turbocharged, I don't know. We hadn't really put like a ton of thought into it, but that was kind of the idea. Yeah. But then we also have the concept of what I've called it for the longest time, which is, I'm sure, a name that will stick, which was the Blue Elephant. And so if we were to basically continue with calling it the Blue Elephant, we would build it out and style it in a certain way, which I kind of have an idea in my head of the direction that I would go if we were to build it with that name. But then I also have the idea of which direction we would build it if we named it Mechazilla. Mechagodzilla or Goldzilla. But I do want to hear people's opinions because my mind isn't made up, right? And so maybe somebody would potentially post something that would make sense. And it's like, you know what? You know, that's a valid point. And so that's why I asked, I mean, I use you as a sounding board quite a bit whenever I ask your opinion on stuff, because I trust your opinion. That's why I say, like, you know, what are you, most of the time. When it comes to this. But yeah, that's why I say, you know, like, what are your thoughts?
Knowing where that's gonna go anyways, might as well make it the Blue Elephant.
So if we go Blue Elephant, we're talking about basically like getting it back up and running, up to snuff, maybe, you know, a stage 2 or something. Nothing crazy, but we'd really focus on the aesthetic of it. Either one of them, we're really going to focus on the aesthetic of it. It's going to be a full frame up custom Dyna Lowrider S. I've got an idea in my head of what I would want the Blue Elephant to be, which I think would be really cool. It'd actually be similar. It's the idea that I had originally for the Blue Elephant, but it's the idea that we're doing to the giveaway bagger where we're going blue and gold, because you guys know I like gold. Or maybe we do it a different theme, but I know blue would definitely be a main color on it if we go that route. So that would be more aesthetic focused and not so much performance focused, even though we would still throw performance at it since we have to pretty much rebuild the engine because it's up. If we did Mecha Goldzilla, it would be stupid because we would build it to rival the Softail Lowrider S. So it would be, I guess, just rival. There's another word out there that I'm thinking for, but essentially it would kind of be like a themed build, right? So you got Goldzilla versus Mecha Goldzilla. So naturally aspirated, we're going to get this thing to as high horsepower and torque numbers as we can naturally, and then this one forced induction. So it'd be ridiculous. Also, I mean, when we say unrideable, like we're getting to the point where like you can still ride it. She's just angry all the time, and with forced induction, she would be even angrier.
Potentially.
Yeah. Or, I mean, we could always do a tune.
You could mellow it with its supercharger and a more mild cam.
Yeah.
So you would have that power, but you'd have to wait for it basically to spool up.
I think I know what the community would say. I'm pretty confident the community would say, go balls to the wall, right? And Mecha Goldzilla it, because you guys really like seeing those, you know, insane builds. It's also kind of like a challenge to us if we do go that route. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of really stuck. I mean, like if we were to work on a twin cam and rebuild this thing from the frame up, and we're talking like insane, like 200 plus horsepower.
The beautiful part is you don't have to make any decision right now.
That's true. We got many other projects that we have to work on in between then. But that is a very large project that we have coming up. And I would really, really appreciate if you guys, the community, would leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think and your reasoning if you could, because this is the start of us making brand new content. Like this is a series. This is a brand new series, like a brand new playlist on the channel, you know, the Dyna Lowrider S rebuild. And where we go from here, y'all's input and y'all's comments and opinions could very much control the route that we go with this thing. So it's really important that we know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, it's been a long road. I know many of you guys have been waiting to figure out, you know, like what that was in the longest time under the tarp or the moving pad in the garage. That's it. It's the OG Dyna. She's back.
She's been back, actually.
She's been back over 2 years. Yeah, this is one that I've held on for a long time. And so hope you guys have enjoyed the video though. Hope you guys are excited about it. I feel like there's been a lot of that, you know, especially with all the reveals, but this is definitely the one that's like the icing on the cake, I think. And I'm excited to see what you guys think. how you react and what y'all's ideas are. And whenever we get started building it, I mean, it might be a little bit, so you guys be patient with us.
Yeah, it will be a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't say it might be.
Yeah. We've got a lot of other stuff to do.
A couple other things slated first.
We're, you know.
The giveaway's got to go.
Yeah.
Both giveaways. That we're waiting on parts.
Waiting on parts for that giveaway. This one's good to go.
Running ship. We've got this one that's next in queue, along with the purple one. So these two are both next in queue. So the Sucker Punch and Goldzilla.
Yep.
And that's not counting customer motorcycles. And then, yes, we'll be on to that.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let YouTube know that we're doing a good job. If you guys aren't subscribed,
click that.
If you guys aren't subscribed, click that and hit the bell icon also, so it sends you notifications of.
You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been giving people for watching that aren't subscribed. I'm gonna be nice because it seems like in the comment section I got a lot of people going, I'm subscribed and I've been subscribed and whatever. So those of you that aren't subscribed, do us a favor, do yourself a favor, subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on anything that's up and coming because you have no idea what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
And half the time we don't either.
We just work here. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Look at all this. New top end, big fork here.